Okay guys, so one of my trader friends who watches my videos recommended that I would do some kind of tutorial on how to actually trade. So a lot of people are watching my YouTube series and on my trading series. However, not most, but some of the people don't actually know what the fuck they're doing, and they want to start doing it as well. So really, to start, what you're going to need is keys. I would recommend at least 20 keys so that you can start with knives, because I do not recommend guns. And if you want to do some kind of like from nothing to a knife thing, you know, from like a 3-cent skin that you got from CSGO, don't bother, because it's 2016 and that will literally take you a fucking year. So just don't. I'd recommend having at least 20 keys, and to do that, either buy 20 keys and wait a week because they'll be trade banned, or sell your knife if you have a knife. Obviously, this is what I have at the moment, and it's a little bit more expensive than 20 keys. It's around 80 keys, which obviously if you have something like this, you probably don't even want to be trading. But if you do, then I would sell this on Reddit for like as much as you can. So I would say like 90% of Steam analyst price. So what I use is on a daily basis is mostly Reddit. I also use Steam Market to check prices very rarely. I actually don't really check prices here. I just check how rare a knife is to make sure that the prices aren't fluctuating all over the place. I use Lounge just to post a trade, but don't really expect anything good from here. And Steam Analyst I use to check prices. So once you have your keys, if you have keys, I wouldn't recommend using Reddit. No, I would, but I would not recommend posting. Okay, so actually I kind of forgot to mention, to actually make a Reddit profile, it's kind of not complicated, but some people might not know this. You pretty much make a profile, and then to actually start posting, you need to go to... Where is it? Where are the rules? There we go. I'm blind. Rules, and then go down to Flare. Click on this, and pretty much follow the instructions. I can't do it because... I already did, but pretty much follow the instructions, and then you'll actually be able to post on Reddit. So sorry if I kind of forgot to mention that, but yeah, you do need to do that, because if you post, you cannot post something like have 70 keys, want offers. You can't do that on Reddit. You'll get not banned, but your post will get deleted. As you can see, there's no one who's doing that. If you write have keys, you must have a certain knife that you want. And then in your in your description you can write will buy other knives, but you know, people would actually have to click on your trade to see that. So on Reddit, if you're trying to buy a knife, I would just look through here. You won't find a trade here like every 2 seconds. It'll usually take, I would say, at least a few hours before you find a good trade. But let's say you have, I mean, this is 50 keys, but let's say you have 50 keys. And you're like, okay, this is 49 keys. I don't know if this is actually good. Now this is a bad case because he's obviously wants overpay for float, as a normal flip Doppler sells for around 42 to 44 keys. So that's obviously not something you want to buy. But let's say, that's also Pink Galaxy. Never mind. That's a bad thing. So let's say you have 20 keys and you see this Falchion Safari Mesh 13 keys. Okay, and you're like, okay, it's field tested. You're gonna go to Steam Analyst and type in Falchion, was it Safari field tested. Now he's saying like selling it for 13, and the Steam Analyst price is 13. You definitely don't want to buy that because you won't make any profit off it. Or something like this where it's a few keys less than full price. You don't want to be buying that. What you want to be buying something at is 85%. So you'll type in to see if something is 85%. Let's say this isn't, but let's say it was. You type in 49 because the factory new 49 keys multiplied by 0.85 to get 85%. So you would say, okay, I only want to pay 42 keys for this in order to make a decent amount of profit. Now, if you pay like 43, you'll probably still make profit. I mean, this guy will probably sell for 47. It might just take a few days. Okay, so that's how you buy a knife. The chances of finding an 85% knife is pretty rare on Reddit because they disappear instantly. But if you know the Reddit prices, you can pick up knives that aren't necessarily 85% and still make profit. Such, like I said, flip Doppler sells for around 42 to 45 depending on the float value. Vanilla knives are really good to know. A butterfly vanilla sells for 36. M9 sells for 45. Bayonet sells for 41. Karambit sells for like, I sold mine for 69. Yeah, so if you know the Reddit prices, it's a lot easier to kind of find a knife. And then when you're selling a knife, I would definitely use Reddit and trading servers, which we'll go over a bit later. So you want to go on Reddit, new trade, and you type in, let's just use my knife as an example. I'm not actually going to post it because I don't have any posts left. But you type in have, and then in my case, bayonet fade, factory new, want 76 keys. If you are not negotiable, I would type in firm. I would write that because I bought this for 75, so I could not sell for any less. Then I would use a little bullet point to make it a bit neater, and then type in buyout equals 76 keys. If you don't type in your buyout, I think the trade will be deleted. Don't know why, but it just is. Then if you want, you can post a screenshot. I'm not going to because this is a bad float and a bad fade. But if you have a good float or like a good pattern, I would post a screenshot. And then you type in, do a bracket like that. Type in trade link. And then do a normal bracket. Then get your trade link by going to your inventory. Who can send me trade offers? If this loads. There we go. Go down here, copy this. Paste it, and there you go. And then when the people actually click on your link, they'll just see trade link, the word trade link in blue, and they'll be able to click on it and see the link. So that makes it neater. That's better. And then you have to type in this, which is usually stupid because it like cuts half of it off. But you type in that and then you press submit, and you wait for people to offer you. So that's how I would sell a knife. That, and once in a while, you can go on a trading server. So I'll show you that right now. Okay guys, so, god, all these people are talking. Anyway, so this is a server. So pretty much what I would do is type in, I kind of went over this in part 1 of my trading series. But anyway, you type in what you have. So, there you go. And I'm gonna write firm. And then you wanna copy that and just paste it in chat once in a while and see if anyone bites. I'm not actually trying to sell this, so I'm not gonna, well, I am trying to sell it, but not right now. So I'm not looking for this, or I'm not actually gonna look in chat for people offering me. But then people will either add you or in chat tell you a room to go to, and then you can talk about it. I don't think the server is the best for selling knives or buying knives, but if you're desperate or you don't have any more Reddit posts available to you, you might as well. So yeah, I will include the IP for this server in the description. It is usually full, not full, but it usually has people, and it's a decent server. Well, if you I mean, that's pretty much all you do. I would also use Lounge. Lounge usually gives you cancerous people or scammers, or people such like this guy who's just offering you a bunch of crap. All this probably adds up to the amount that this costs. It's probably a lowball, first of all, but even if it isn't, selling all these guns separately for full prices and selling a knife will be such a pain in the ass that I would never accept an offer like this. I would only accept pure keys or a knife plus keys. I would never accept guns, because guns are a pain in the ass. Pretty much any knife less than 20 keys will be a pain in the ass to sell, because let's say your knife is worth 14 keys full price, right? 85%. If you bought it for 85%, you bought it for 11 keys, okay? And now you're gonna try it on 12 keys. Now you're gonna try to sell it for 13 keys, which is like, I don't know, yeah, 95% of Steam analysts. No one wants your knife for 95% because they're not gonna be able to make any profit off it. So I wouldn't bother buying That's why I'm saying start off with 20 keys, because you will not get any good profit made with any less than 20 keys. I'm telling you right now. But anyway, on Lounge, I would have Lounge open, and I would have a auto bump thing. Auto bump, what the fuck are these called? Extensions. And an auto refresh extension on this page. And yeah, to use this, pretty simple. I'll just do this. Just quit this because I have full. So if you're selling a knife, you'd put in your knife and then key, type in key here, and do any key and then just some random keys, and then you type in. You can't see it here really well for some reason, but anyway, it doesn't matter. 76 keys firm, and as you can see, and then you just post that and just wait and see if anyone will offer you. I've only gotten like 2 actual good offers off Lounge on my entire trading series, but they do happen once in a while. So if you're desperate, have Lounge open. Even if you're not desperate, I just have it open all the time anyway. It doesn't really matter that much. And that is about it. Hopefully that will actually help you guys if you don't know how to start trading. I don't really know what else you might need to know, because that's what I do. And I've made like 40 keys in the past few weeks. So yeah, that's all I can really say. Buy at 85%, sell at like 90%. Repeat, rinse and repeat. If you get to more expensive knives, if you actually end up making profit and end up to getting something like a bayonet fade, I wouldn't try to buy at 85% because that's unlikely to happen. Like, this is worth 80, and 85% of that would be 68. The chances of finding one for 68 will be so hard. I bought mine for 75, and I'm still probably gonna be able to sell for profit. So once you get to more expensive stuff, just make sure you buy it like at least 5 keys under Steam Analyst, and then you'll probably be able to make some profit off that. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed. A like, comments, and subscribe would be appreciated. And yeah, I hope you guys make awesome profit just like I did.